Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm using the same palette that I did yesterday. I'm just gonna do a different look. Last night I was thinking about what I wanted to do and I kind of had this vision in my head of using the shade Awe Night Long and Heat Up, which is that really bright coral color. I have like face powder on my pretty little shirt. So to start, coffee. God, I love coffee. This is actually a mix of 3 different coffees. So I have, and 3 different brands. Sort of a monstrosity of coffee, but it is delicious. So there is Starbucks caramel, Publix brand hazelnut, and Publix brand pumpkin pie, and Aldi brand hazelnut. So caramel, hazelnut, and pumpkin pie. I know it sounds weird, but it is so good. And it's black coffee. I like my coffee black with no sugar, no nothing. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I already put Lynn from Jefree Star as my base shade, and today I'm just gonna go for it. So, okay, I'm gonna take my number 3 mini tapered blending brush and I'm just going right into Heat Up. And putting it on. So my right now my right eye is watering a lot, so I'm hoping that it will not interfere with this look, but it could, and I guess we'll deal with it if it does. So just forewarning. And I'm just patting this on. I want it to go from the outer corner on my lower lid, and I want to bring it into the crease and sort of drag it inward. And same on the other side. I want it to be super pigmented. I am gonna leave just the smallest little space on the inner corner of my lower lid, but for the most part, I want this color all in the crease, all on the lower lid. Just want it all up in there. And we're just going back and forth, building up the color. I'm gonna try using my finger and see how that pays off. Okay, yeah, that's really bright. Super bright. Alrighty. Now I've gotten it under my eye, and this eye is leaking. Dang it, right eye. What's wrong with you? Pardon. All right, now fire starter is right next to that, and it's like this. Oh gosh, my right eye is gonna give me problems today. I already know. I don't know why, but it is. So I'm gonna take fire starter and put it in the very outer corner of my eye, and that is gonna be like this sort of dark red, and it's gonna look crazy on my right eye because my right eye is leaking on the outer corner, and saturating this color ruining all the makeup. Great. Okay, so adding that back. Trying not to look totally crazy. And I'm using my finger to do this because I want that fire starter shade to be especially dark on the outer corner. My nose is itchy. Now I'm going back in with the brush and putting heat up all over the eye. There is a significant amount of fallout with these, but as long as you sort of like tap or brush them off before using them, you should be fine. But watch. Ready? Ready? Yeah. Now I'm just breathing in that color. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to fan brush away any fallout, although like this red and in conjunction with my leaky eye might just get all over the place. Who knows? Okay, now I am gonna sort of bring this out a little bit on the outer corner to sort of a point. Just a little bit, and you'll see why shortly. But I'm gonna switch to my SL Miss Glam brush and go into fire starter and add it to that outer corner. Hopefully not look too crazy on that right eye. Okay. Now I'm gonna take Poppy from yesterday and put it on the very inner corner of my lower lid, where we sort of left that blank space, kind of like we did with it yesterday, but this time we're using the shade Heat Up. And just trying to blend it into Heat Up on the middle part of the lower lid. When you're working with a yellow and blending into a red, it is very easy to dilute and sort of muddle up the yellow, so you want to be dragging into the red and cleaning off your tool, be it your finger or your brush, so that you're not dragging the red back into the yellow, because it'll get lost really easily and turn into a different color. All right, so we try to clean up this corner on the right eye there. I'm gonna take my Farrah 205 Fly Wings, and actually I'm gonna bring it down underneath like I was going to yesterday. Yesterday I didn't like how it looked because it wasn't all this color. It was like blue and green, so it just made it look like I was really tired, which, I mean, this might do that as well, but at least it'll blend with all the other shades, or with the other shades on my eye, so it won't be so bad and be out of place. Okay, and I'm not gonna bring it all the way down. I'm putting this on my lower lash line. I'm not bringing it all the way into the corner because I want to put Poppy in the very inner corners of the lower lash line. So I'm just bringing that down. I feel like my eyes look like superheroes right now. I'm getting a superhero vibe. from these shades. And I'm adding Poppy on the very inner corner so it connects. All right, now taking Heat Up, and I'm just reapplying to try and get that color a little bit more saturated on both eyes. And then I'm gonna take my SL Miss Glam and I'm gonna go into Fire Starter on the outer corners. Just darken that up. And now you may be wondering, Brie, are you gonna blend that stuff? Because it looks crazy. Oh, yeah, I will. Don't worry. So I'm gonna take my 35E mini tapered blending brush from Farrah and go on the tippy tops of this Heat Up shade and blend it into the brow bone ever so slightly. The goal here is to make sure I don't lose all of the shade of the shadows, and I also don't fill up the brow bone with color, because I don't like having shadow all the way to my eyebrow. I like there to be a gap there. And I'm gonna bring this down and try to sort of blend all this. Oh Lord. This right eye, I'll tell you what, giving me troubles. Okay. I'm gonna use my Q-tips because they're my best friends when I do my makeup. Okay. Just a little bit more blending here. Adding Heat Up back in. Making sure to blend it in with Poppy. And I'm gonna take a Q-tip and take Heat Up and go just on the top crease, inner corner, where it's sort of got a little bit diluted, I would say. The color is lightened, and I'm gonna just add that color back in there. I'm gonna add Poppy back in too, because it's with the fallout, it gets sort of covered up. Okay. And now the blending brush I was using. I'm gonna use this SL Miss Glam at the top here because it's a little smaller and it's easier to control the blend. So I'm just gonna blend this out a little bit more. Not use that tissue because it'll probably transfer color. I got some color on my cheek that I didn't want there, despite using my fan brush for the fallout. Now, if you guys see this inner corner, look how saturated that is from the tears. try to get that to blend, but if not, whatever. It's just makeup. Just let it do its thing. Okay. I'm gonna fan brush this one last time. I'm actually going to fight fire with fire and get my 205 Fly Wings brush wet in the corner of my left eye, since my right eye is gonna be a turd, and we're just gonna match it. If it wants to be all crazy saturated over there, it can be all crazy saturated over here. And I'll just make sure this matches over here. Blend it a little bit so it doesn't look totally crazy. Okay, done with the shadows. Now the liner. And I have this vision of what I want to do with the liner, so here goes. Oh God, I have red all over my hands. Here goes nothing. All right, so that completes today's look of the day. I'm gonna finish this off with my L'Oreal setting spray. L'Oreal, my Rimmel London Stay Matte Fix and Go. I don't know what I'm talking about today. And I haven't used this in a while, so I think I'm gonna use my Pixi Skin Treats Rose Glow Mist. Just to give that sort of dewy finish. And there we go. Now, after I do this, I like to double check and make sure I spray quite a lot, so I don't want to have anything leak. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip and clean up anything that looks like it might be a leak. And also the pink that has traveled down there, if I can. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope that you always remember, no matter who you are or where you are loved and you are enough. Bye.